Hi everyone, Russell here. Today I'm going to repair the rear end of my Honda Talon, which will consist of removing the axle, replacing the control arm, and replacing the rear bearing. So I'll tell you, as far as getting the axle out on the wheel side was super easy. You just remove the cotter pin, loosen up that nut, which is a 30mm nut, and then I just kind of gave it a gentle tap on the end, and it slid right out. Once the control arms are removed, then you can pull the axle out of the knuckle there. And then I do believe it would be fairly difficult getting the rear axle out of the rear differential, because you have a C-ring on the end of the spline, which basically holds it in the rear differential. With the puller, it was fairly easy. Most people won't have a puller that's going to fit that, so you're just going to have to pry between the axle and the rear differential, and it's going to have to be a quick, fast jolt in order to pull that C-ring out of that rear differential. Alright guys, Russell here. We're going to do a wheel bearing replacement on the Talon. So if you look, this rear wheel bearing is shot. So we're going to take it off and replace it. Alright, so to get the bearing out, you'll have to loosen these up, take it off, upper control arm off, lower control arm off, brake caliper off, and pull the spindle. Take the snap ring out on that. There's the old bearing. Here's the new bearing. So once you have that rear knuckle completely removed, you'll take it to the vise, remove that exterior snap ring, and then I used a press and push it out. But if you don't have a press, you can just open up the vise just wide enough for the bearing to clear through. And I used a 2 1/8 inch socket, which went all the way to the outside of the bearing. I mean, pushing it out, a bad bearing, it doesn't matter. You can, damage it. Push it out pretty easily, and then flip that knuckle back over. Use that 2 1/8 inch socket, and then you can either use the press or the hammer, and then just hammer it back into place. Get it deep enough where that snap ring will go back in, and then take it back out to your Talon. Okay, here's the rear axle. This will be the outside to the wheel. Okay, this is the inside. It's going to have a little seat ring in there that goes on that end, and then it's going to slide in here, of course, with the boot on, and it's going to be packed full of grease. Okay. As you can see, there's also a ring right here on the inside, so it won't separate. Got the new axle in. Had to gently tap that in with the hammer to get it back into the rear differential. Let's take it apart. Took this off and pulled that upper control arm off. And these are 17mm, by the way. Pulled this off, the lower control arm. And that's silver, because Honda didn't have any red ones in stock, and the silver one is for the green machine, so I just went with that. Okay, once we have those off, take this with the cotter pin, take that out, twist that out, and then you can, what I did is I backed the nut out, turned it around, and twisted it back on so it was flush. Just gently tapped it. It came out super easy. Here's the old bearing. Took the old bearing out, put the new one in.